What is the Pygmalion effect? The Pygmalion effect is also often called the Rosenthal effect. The Pygmalion effect describes situations where someone's high expectations improves our behavior and therefore our performance in a given area. It suggests that we do better when more is expected of us. It provides evidence for the self-fulfilling prophecy, which is based on the idea that others' beliefs about us become true because their belief impacts how we behave. The Pygmalion effect specifically describes situations in which superiors' positive opinions on performance will lead to better performance actually occurring. The Pygmalion effect occurs because others' expectations impact both their own behavior and our behavior. If someone believes we are likely to succeed, they will treat us differently to help us achieve those goals. In turn, when someone expects us to succeed, we try our best to meet those expectations. Imagine you are beginning a new project at work. Your boss comes to see you and tells you that he's really excited to see the final product because he knows you're going to do well. Since your boss has high expectations for your performance, he might give you more support during the project. Additionally, because you want to meet his expectations, you may change your behavior as well. You might spend more hours on the project, working overtime, and double-check the quality of your work. Because both your boss and you changed your behavior, the project may end up being more successful than it would originally have been if your boss hadn't told you he believed in you. Your boss's expectation made you work harder, which led to improved performance and therefore a better outcome. When positive expectations positively impact our behavior and our performance, it is known as the Pygmalion effect. The Pygmalion effect is most often associated with school or work performance, since teachers or bosses often voice their expectations to their students or employees. Although the Pygmalion effect occurs mostly subconsciously, it shows that others' expectations can greatly influence our performance. When someone thinks highly of us, we work hard to maintain those expectations. If someone we respect or want to impress, such as a teacher or employer, believes we will succeed, they can influence our own impression of ourselves. Positive expectations allow us to take the necessary steps to meet those high expectations. We are likely to push ourselves harder. The Pygmalion effect acts like a prophecy because pre-existing beliefs lead to more effort being put in both by the person with the expectations and the person who is being expected from, increasing the likelihood that success will ensue. Although the Pygmalion effect has a positive influence on performance, it is dependent on positive expectations. That means that individuals who don't believe that others have high expectations of themselves may suffer as a result. The Pygmalion effect demonstrates that stereotypes may be more damaging than they seem. Someone's high expectations for our performance don't only impact how we act, but also impacts how they act. For example, if a teacher believes one of their students is really intelligent and will be successful, they may pay them more attention, give them more detailed feedback, and continue to challenge them. They may not treat other students the same, and the unequal treatment causes some students to fall behind while others thrive. Since our expectations impact how we treat others, the Pygmalion effect only positively impacts those that we already expect a lot from. It can be especially damaging for young children who are malleable and still building their self-concept based on other people's opinions. 1 People in positions of influence therefore need to be careful of managing and mediating their expectations. It is important for us to understand how expectations impact our behavior and our subsequent outcomes so that we can properly mediate those expectations for the best possible outcomes. For one, the Pygmalion effect suggests that impressions matter. Having a good reputation with your boss or superior means that they will come to expect a lot of you, and this may cause them to give you greater support so that you can best achieve your goals. For example, Rosenthal found that teachers paid the students who had been labeled as bloomers more attention and offered them more encouragement. If we are the ones whose expectations may influence others, we should try to maintain and express positive expectations in order to motivate people to meet those expectations. However, we also need to ensure that we don't let our expectations of particular individuals overshadow other people that may have as much to offer. The Pygmalion effect can lead to differential treatment that may not be fair. We should ensure that we are careful not to favor just 1 or 2 students or employees because while it may help them succeed, it can leave others feeling unmotivated and discouraged. The Pygmalion effect is not something we can activate by ourselves because it relies on other people's expectations of us as a motive to succeed. However, awareness of the Pygmalion effect can ensure that we put our best foot forward when we first meet our superiors. In doing so, we can create high expectations from the start of a school year, project or job that make it more likely that our superiors will better support us, challenge us, and ensure that we succeed. However, alternatively, if we don't feel as though our superiors have high expectations of us, we may feel discouraged, which will negatively impact our behavior. We may want to look to other people in our life that do have high expectations of us, like our friends and family, and use their beliefs as motivators to prove our employers or teachers wrong. The Pygmalion effect happens because as social creatures, we are influenced by our own and others' expectations. If we expect success from an individual, we are likely to give them greater support in order to help them achieve that success. Similarly, if we believe someone has high expectations of us, we will work harder to meet those expectations. Expectations act as a prophecy because they become motivators for hard work.